I am here today to talk to you guys about pro tips. Some life pro tips. Yes, I'm going to start off with number one here right away, right off the bat. If you want to live a life that has a little bit more excitement, a little bit more happiness, a little bit more, better qualities to it, these tips will definitely help you out along the way. Tip number one, you definitely want to give. So giving is going to be tip number one. If you give, you are going to become more happier because you actually gave something to somebody else. Studies show that if you give stuff away, you're actually more happier than whenever you receive stuff. So why go out and splurge on yourself whenever you can splurge for other people? The more that happens, the better things happen in general. So also with giving comes this other factor of like somebody receives something, so they feel entitled that that they should help you out, scratch your back, scratch their back, So it's kind of a give or take thing, but you have to be kind of swift with that if you want that to be a persuasion type of method there. Just do something simple for them and they'll most likely return the favor. Ask them for something small first and they'll do something bigger later on. Yes, that's tip number one, is giving. Another tip that I can give you today is just visualization. If you visualize about, the final product of actually being, this mega rich person, you're not going to attract that into your life. It's actually going to do the exact opposite. It is going to make you think that you already acquired that and that you are not going to go through the motions of trying to actually achieve what you need to achieve. So what you want to do is with visualization, with getting a project done, with creating a product, anything like that, you want to think of the steps, the motions in your mind. You want to think about the actual actions of doing something. And to intensify, to make this actually more successful, visualize it from a third person perspective. So imagine seeing yourself doing the stuff that needs to get done to actually achieve what you want done or what you want to happen. So basically, if I want to make a lot more money, I'm going to visualize myself working for it. I'm going to visualize myself, scratching a lottery ticket and winning something like that. It just adds a little bit more pizzazz and a little bit more happiness to the method. If you think that you already acquired something, then you're not going to go out and put forth the effort to actually acquire that thing. So yes, another pro tip I can give you is, this is for people that are adults that have children or they have to watch children in their daily living. Basically, what you want to do is encourage their efforts, do not encourage their abilities. So what that means is if they have a kid, you want to be like, hey, you must have put a lot of work into that project. It's pretty awesome how it turned out. You don't want to be like, you are the best homework doer in the world. You don't want to be like that. You want to encourage their efforts and don't encourage their abilities. You want to tell them that their efforts are worth everything that they're putting into it, and you don't want to encourage their abilities because basically they will strive to do less. They don't go and achieve the next pedigree. They will stay where they're at and say like, hey, you're so smart. That's actually deteriorating their motives. And rewards also, you have to reward whenever it's actually worthy of reward. So don't be out there just rewarding your child for doing the simplest of things. That's just a couple pro tips there. There's 3 pro tips there. I can go on for the 4th one if you really want me to. Do you really want me to? I think you do. So yeah, another pro tip I can give you today is I don't know, just do what you think is right. strive to be better. So, if you strive to be better, you're always going to go and put more effort into doing things that you want to get done. So just strive to be a better person, and things will turn out better for you in the long run. Like right now I'm sick, I want to strive to be unsick. I've somehow got a magical virus inside me, so I just gotta get through that and get past it. So I actually dealt with a whole bunch of battles my whole life, from addiction to schizophrenia to things that just haven't even been cured yet. So it's just a simple method of going on with life and trying to make the best out of it. So I got a whole bunch of stuff on my blogs on my MillerMillion.com site. You can look at some stuff there about just life tips and just weird stories about my life. I'm gonna post some more blogs up here in the near future. I got a lot of things to do in life, and I just gotta continue doing what I'm doing. So it's only a matter of time. Basically, life goes on. So whenever you ever get into a position where you need to start worrying or feeling like anxious, you want to first visualize what's the worst thing that can happen. I know everyone's going to go to that pretty much immediately in their mind anyway, to expect the worst. So whenever you expect the worst, the only other thing that you can do to counteract those feelings of feeling that way, of what the worst thing that could happen in those kind of situations, you want to reverse that and think of things to prevent the worst from happening. So then you go into critical thinking mode and you put those things to action. Then you think that, okay, this is the worst that could happen. I'm going to lose my job. This is the worst thing that could happen. Things that I can do to prevent that is get another job, or fix things that I've messed up and continue to work and don't make the same mistakes that I've made, and it'll be okay. For me right now, I work as a meat employee at Walmart, and sure, I get paid a lot of money, but I'm also in the system, so I need to make sure that I'm counteracting both things at once. So like, it's a weird situation. I have worked at Walmart here for a year and 3 months now, and basically it's gotten to the point where I'm making too much money. They got holiday pay, they got all these incentives, they give you quarterly bonuses. It's stuff that I don't personally need. So basically, I'm making too much money for what programs I'm on, and I need to kind of get out of that whole situation. So for me, I'm talking about it now. I'm probably not going to be at Walmart here much longer. I am going to be moving on into a different field. Probably stay in retail, but just get a different job, one that doesn't have as many incentives, something that has a similar pay grade, but not $10. I don't even need $10 an hour. I would be happy working like an $8 job. But yeah, it's just a matter of time until I move out of Walmart. I got bigger and better things happening in my life. I want to strive to, make a better income and, be off the system in general, but with my disability, I need to stay on my medicines. So that little section back here, right back here, there's a bunch of medicine right there, and it's actually probably on the other side over there or something. But either way, there's a bunch of medicine back there in that little dresser drawer, and I have to take those medicines every day just to function. So without those, I would be an unfunctioning human, and me being on the system makes me have to live that lifestyle. So sometimes I have these moments of euphoria, of this great power, of this great confidence that I feel like I can get out there and give people some good information, and then other times I feel like I am down and I am not the right person for the job, and it's just a big mess. Basically what I really wanted to say about that whole meat thing was meat in general is very bad for you. There's studies out there that shows that meat clogs arteries, causes heart attacks, causes cancers. I've personally went on a vegetarian diet once upon a time for about a month, and I lost 25 pounds really quick, and I believe that would be my next goal, is to spread the word of positivity of a life-changing event. Becoming a vegetarian, just inquiring whole foods into your diets. There's tons of documentaries on Netflix about this whole situation, but I guarantee you that you have so much stuff in your refrigerator and in your cupboards that is so bad for you. So I know I do. I need to make the change too, but eating a nutritious whole foods diet causes you to actually reverse the effects of heart attacks and strokes and cancers. I know they say there's no proof about the cancers, but there is a little bit of proof out there on Forks Over Knives. They have a whole video of showing lab rats being, fed proteins of milks and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a big epidemic and people don't understand the science behind it, but there is a lot of evidence that shows that going vegetarian is a really beneficial thing to do. And just for me, working in the meat department, I feel like it's just so wrong. Like whenever I'm there at night, throwing away all this meat that just, these animals went through a slaughtering process. I take all the meat and I put it in this bucket that gets turned into dog food somewhere, somehow, or cat food. I don't even know. But either way, it's disgusting how much meat that actually gets thrown away, how much meat people actually buy. Either side of it, someone's gonna die, something has died, someone's eaten at something. I know protein is a key nutrient, but animal proteins are the worst for you. They stick to your arteries more because of cholesterol. There's a lot of cholesterol per grams of however many grams of meat. So yes, it's a big epidemic and it needs change. So that's another thing that you could change in your life to make your life better. I'm gonna end this documentary, this little video of life pro tips, with a little side note of addictions. Addictions are very uncontrollable. Sometimes they are forced upon people, and in situations of addictions, it is best to try to ease your way out of there. Slowly but surely, you will fight your addictions if you spread it out. Like if you're stuck on it on a day-to-day basis right now, tell yourself to wait. Wait, don't do it. Wait till tomorrow. Wait, if it's like every hour kind of thing, wait like 3 hours until you do it again. Wait until you wait 3 hours, then go to sleep, and then don't do it again for that day, and then do it the next day maybe. Ease yourself off of it. For me, addiction never really got to a certain point where it grabbed a hold of my life. I've always been, taking things in moderation, and that's the key, is take things in moderation, or don't take it at all. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not taking anything at all. So, that is how it's supposed to be. You need to make sure that you're not doing things out of ridiculous amount, and I don't want people addicted to heroin to continue to do heroin and literally risk their lives and put themselves at a big, debt to a society. People's families get demolished over that drug, and cocaine is just not even a good drug. If you're addicted to cocaine, switch your habit to sugar. You'll want sugar more than cocaine. So there's something that you can replace your addictions with. For me, I was turning into a little bit of a alcoholic kind of junkie kind of guy, but I've been pushing myself off that too. I'm not saying I'm not going to have another drink, but I am taking it in a lot less frequently. So moderation is key. But if I wanted to, I could just say I'm a non-alcoholic today. I'm not going to ever drink again. I could try to put that into motion, and that would be a good thing to do, and I would be really happy with myself. But right now I'm just sick and I don't desire any kind of alcohol. Plus, if you don't have the product, the substance that's going to really take a hold of your life, then don't try to acquire it. Without anything inside in your possession, you won't end up doing it then. So the best thing to do is not to even have it in the household. Have it at your friend's house. Don't go and try to find the thing that you're trying to get out of your life. Just know that you can live a better life without those substances. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to end on. Addiction. It's really simple, but it's really complicated, and I understand that it is hard to get off the stuff. I've been a part of that kind of regime, but you can do it. I guarantee you can do it. Like I said, spread it out and let the magic happen. Get rid of it out of your house. So yes, that is my take on life pro tips just for today. I have a whole bunch more coming out eventually, but yeah, this is my first video from Millimillion. Enjoy your day, enjoy your stay, and don't let anybody tell you that you can't do things, because you can do everything that you put your mind to. So yes, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You all have a wonderful, wonderful life.